After spending thousands of hours in RuneScape, I have decided it's time for a new journey. One that will take me all across Gielinor in ways I have never experienced until now. I'll be finding unconventional ways to play this game while telling my story as I go. Welcome to my Iron Man adventure. Here we are, fresh off Tutorial Island, man with no head next to us. We are ready to take on the challenge of finally making a legitimate Iron Man. Starting completely from scratch, 100% on our own, cannot trade other players, use the Grand Exchange. As you can see, we did start out as a hardcore Iron Man, and the difference between, if you guys do not know, the difference between a hardcore Iron Man, a regular Iron Man, and an ultimate Iron Man. Regular Iron Man just has no restriction to trading players and using the Grand Exchange, so everything has to be obtained on their own. In regards to hardcore Iron Man, it's the exact same, except you are given a fancier armor that is all red and a better status on the high scores, in the sense that you will remain in hardcore Iron Man until your account has died. As soon as your account dies once, you will forever lose the status of a hardcore Iron Man and your account will be reverted into a regular Iron Man. I do not plan on trying to be super sweaty about keeping this status. I am going to play the game how I see fit, regardless of my game mode, and the main purpose of this is just to be an Iron Man, but I mean, it might as well start out as a hardcore. I thought a little bit about it. I was going to go with just regular, not even worry about the hardcore status, but you know what? Let's see how far we can get without dying first. If we die during like Waterfall Quest or doing Winter Todd or something like that, then, you know, so be it. It is what it is. But it's nice to see how far we can get. So just a little explanation into this series, at least for the inspiration. The main reason why I decided to go ahead and do this is actually all because of the 2020 Trailblazer Leagues and Old School RuneScape. After playing that, and that was honestly my first real experience with an Iron Man account, I just couldn't leave it away. I need to get into it, and just seeing all of these Iron Men with just crazy banks and all of these really high tier items and stacks of supplies and materials, it's just so cool, and I've never ever had that before. And just having just that the fulfilling feeling of getting your own stats and getting your own stuff. Everything is all on you. That is so, it's fun. It's very fun. So just a few things as I'm running around and doing some of these random beginner level quests. Something it is very useful for lower level Ironmans is if you either talk to the magic combat tutor or the range combat tutor, you can either claim yourself free arrows every 30 minutes, I believe, or every hour, or you can claim yourself free runes every 30 minutes, and that is 30 mind and 30 air. All you have to do is make sure you have dropped mind and air runes both from your bank and your inventory, and then let's see. So every half hour you can get yourself some free mind and air runes, and honestly that is going to help out tremendously at this beginner level, just because we don't have any GP to buy ourselves any runes, and I mean, might as well get some free shit, right? Alright, there is Cook's Assistant done. Any cooking levels? Yes, level 4 cooking, nice. Another thing I forgot to say, totally forget to do this on every new account. If you talk to the range and magic tutors as well, you can toggle your ammo to be picked up into your equipable slot as long as you have that ammo equipped already, which is pretty decent, and I'm pretty sure that works as well for a blowpipe now. Can you toggle the runes, and it will also work for picking up runes into your rune pouch, automatically sent to my rune pouch. Thank you very much. Alright, there's Sheep Shearer done, and that should get us 2 crafting levels. Nice, crafting level 3 now, and 60 GP. Now I was going to go ahead and progress on to the next thing, but you know what, I think we got one thing to do before we keep going. Alright, so after a little visit from the Bond Fairy, we got ourselves 2 magical bonds here, just out of nowhere. So we're going to go ahead and redeem both of those so we can get ourselves some membership and actually play the game instead of the pleb version. No offense to any free-to-play players out there, I just can't stand it personally. And that should give us membership. Let's go ahead and swap worlds. Already got ourselves the first maze random of the account. I am okay with that. That's the first one of the we've gotten ever, actually, the first maze. Oh wow, that must scale based on your levels, because that is god awful. 11 chaos runes and 2 coal. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, you know what? I'll take it. That's 11 more Chaos Runes and 2 more coal than we had to begin with, so... Alright, there is level 5 Thieving, and that means we can steal from cake stalls and tea stalls, which will be important in the future to get ourselves some starting food pretty much in when we will eventually make it over to Ardone. And we're going to quickly grab ourselves a steel axe from Bob here. I believe we have enough GP, 200 GP, nice. So that's going to be our best slot for a while. I think I'm going to try and sell this bronze axe to the shop. I doubt I'm going to get anything for it, but I guess it's worth a try. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and start the Restless Ghost quest. So just decided to do the Halloween event for this year because for some reason it is still going. And then Magical Pumpkin we can eventually plant in our house, which is pretty dope. And we've got some pretty nice little rare items, quote unquote, that we can have for Fashionscape on the hardcore. So not too shabby at all. There is the Restless Ghost done. That is going to net us level 9 prayer. Not too shabby. We can now use Mystic Will. Very useful, very useful. But for real though, that is a very good one to get knocked out of the way. That is going to give us the Ghost Beak Amulet for future quests, as well as giving us a pretty decent amount of prayer experience just for one singular quest that took basically no time at all. I think I'm going to go ahead and wait on doing the 10k from the Stronghold. I do actually think I'm going to go ahead and grab some combat levels. I know people typically don't do that at lower levels on Iron Man and starting accounts because it's not efficient. But again, like I said, I want to play the account how I would like to play it. And honestly, although I'm not going to go out of my way for, you know, end game content or anything like that to not die on this hardcore, I know I would kill myself. I would hate myself if I died within the first hour of playing. So we're gonna go ahead and ignore that even exists until we at least train some combat, maybe on some chickens or something, get some feathers. We did grab ourselves some wine for some food. I think it heals 11 hit points and it's 1 GP in Draenor, so it was definitely worth the buy. And we are making our way to Varrock to complete this Rune Mysteries quest. So finishing up the Varrock history quiz. And that's going to get us 9 Slayer and 9 Hunter. Just figured I might as well do it while I was out here in Varrock, finishing off this Rune Mysteries quest. I don't think there's anything else I need to do while I'm here, so I am going to go ahead and probably just home teleport and make my way back. There is Rune Mysteries done, another quest knocked out of the way. That unlocks the ability for us to do rune crafting, and we're going to go ahead and train some combat on some chickens, because I am tired of sitting at 10 HP. So technically it is more efficient, again, bringing that word in a lot lately, to do Wintertot with the lowest HP possible, because then it scales based off your HP level and how much damage that you'll actually receive while doing the boss. However, I personally don't want to do Wintertot without at least like base 40s and all of the skills that give you the... Ooh, Genie random. And all the skills that give you any of the... rewards, so like all the gathering skills, wood cutting, fishing, I think maybe cooking, farming, and wood cutting. I don't know if I said that, but either way, I don't want to do Wintertot until I get all of those at least to a base 40 stat. And I'm gonna be honest here, I don't really plan on doing a whole lot of those things really soon. We managed to grab ourselves base 5 combat stats after almost like 30 minutes of killing chickens. By God, I forgot how very much slow that is at a very low level. So I decided to call it quits at 12 HP. I think that should be good enough. We're going to go ahead and go down and grab ourselves the 10k. I do not think we're going to go grab the boots, as the boots might take a little longer. Slash I will probably get killed if I go down into the bottom level at this stage in my account. I'm going to see if the spam click method works for this account, because for some reason it never worked for any of my other ones. I can't, so I'm going to go ahead and just, I guess, answer the questions like you're properly supposed to and make my way through here and get myself that 10k. It's probably just going to be runes. I would love to get my magic level up to at least 25, I think, for Varrock teleport. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. Oh my God, I forgot how long that takes to do. So as you guys know, we started with base 5 level combat stats. We are now 15 strength, 6 attack, and 14 hit points. We came over to the monastery to grab ourselves the imps for imp catcher, because that's going to give us some pretty decent starting mage experience. I did decide to go ahead and spend the majority of the cash stack on magic supplies, not necessarily to get for leveling for teleports. Actually, it's going to be for fight arena, because I realized that doing fight arena is best with mage. Mage or range, and honestly I feel like mage is going to be the easiest way for me to do it. While we're over here as well, I'm going to go ahead and do the Monk's Friend quest, because it only requires a log and a jug of water. So all I have to do is just drink one of these jugs of wine, fill it up with water, and go grab a axe from the bank and chop a log. Alright, there is the Imp Catcher quest done. That's going to push us to level 8 magic. Kind of fucked up. I totally forgot earlier when I bought my steel axe that I sold my bronze axe, and that we would indeed need to use the bronze axe before we can even use the steel axe. So I did have to go back to Lumbridge to even get a log for the Monk's Friend quest. So while I was over here, I figured I might as well just come do the Imp Catcher quest. That did get us level 8 magic, obviously, and an Amulet of Accuracy, which is now our best in slot for the moment. And Monk's Friend is done as well. That is 13 woodcutting from one quest, not too bad. And glorious 8 law runes that are going to be very precious to me, as the only place we're going to be able to get them from here on out until we hit the rune crafting level to either make them ourselves or get them from NPC drops is going to be in the wilderness. And honestly, I'm probably going to go get some at some point, even if I'm still a hardcore. I really don't mind that much, and law runes are very, very, very useful on an Iron Man, so I'm probably going to take the L and go get them. Fight Arena quest is done. That's going to give us a 29 attack and 17 thieving. Gotta love those early level quests. Ah, they're so nice every single time. It never gets old. I realized as I was looking for something to train magic on, I was debating on doing it on the imps. I then realized that honestly I could just go into the fight arena itself and just train my mage through killing the NPCs. So it worked out pretty well. We used quite a few casts on the ogre and the scorpion, but after we got through those two, we just barely managed to scrape 13 mage, which was enough for the fire strike that I had initially planned on using, and then that destroyed Bouncer. Man, I am so stupid. Of course, Wizard Property doesn't even sell any runes. Alright. Well, I don't know where the best place is for us to buy any runes in the area. I'm not even sure if there is a place for me to buy any runes. I can't access the Wizards Guild, so there's nothing I can really do about that. The best case scenario is just to go all the way back to Varrock, and in order to do that, we'd have to come all the way back here. So I'm not really sure what the plan is for this. So we got a lot to do for all of these quests. We've got a lot of supplies to gather. As an Iron Man, we've obviously got to get all of this stuff ourselves. So I was quickly grabbing 15 mining because we do need 2 iron ores for Doric's quest, and we only need 4 copper, so I'm not really sure why the hell I grabbed 6. And we also needed level 10 mining for the Knight's Sword quest, I believe. Yes, so in order to get that done, obviously I decided might as well push to 15 to get the 2 iron ores for Doric's quest as well. We already grabbed our 6 clay from the other mine over in Varrock. That is Varrock West mine. And then as well, there is redberry and cadaver berry bushes. We needed 1 cadaver berries for the Romeo and Juliet quest, as well as a total of, I believe, let's see, 18 red berries is how many we're gonna need. So I'm gonna go down there and grab more, and while we're down there as well, I'm gonna grab myself some bear meat, because I believe there is a bear down south of Varrock. So we need rat meat, bear meat, and then I think like a raw chicken and maybe raw beef, I think was the other one, for the Druidic Ritual quest. So just grabbing some raw rat meat while we are right here. And then here is the red berry and cadaver berry bushes. There's a lot more cadaver berries than there is red berries, unfortunately, but that's fine. We can just hop worlds once these red berries have been picked. Right, so here is the bear just south of the mine. We're gonna kill this big black bear and get ourselves some bear meat, and then after that we're going to continue to pick these red berry bushes, and I think that's all we need from the Varrock area. Next, we're going to take a pretty dangerous trip into the wilderness to get ourselves some iron bars, because I just think it'd be better to just risk the account and go get the iron bars in the wildy than it is to get up to 15 smithing, I think it is, to make iron bars. So, oh, we might end up dying here. I don't want to do that. Let's not die to a bear.
It was at this moment that Nathan knew. He fucked up.
Well, we died to a bear. Oh my god. Well, that was very quick. I can't believe I didn't know their max hit was gonna be at 3, man. That's so depressing. Well, at least we don't have to worry about the hardcore status going into the Wildy now. Oh, I can't believe that. It is so depressing, man. At least we still retained our Chronicles so we can get back there easy. Ugh. See, and that's why I don't do hardcore, because I knew that this was gonna happen. Well, rip, that lasted all of about 2 hours, so I'm not too fussed about it. Like I said, I wasn't super, worried about retaining the hardcore status on this account. They always say hindsight is 20/20, but we definitely should have just killed the black bear with some mage. We definitely could have safe spotted him, and definitely probably did more damage than if we were just meleeing him. But again, oh well. I guess the bear's max hit is indeed a 3, so oh, that's so sad. Oh well. I guess we're gonna have to just take it. Whatever. I will say that is a decent weight lifted off the shoulders at the very least. Not having to worry anymore about the status of the hardcore. So the Iron Bar spawn is actually in the Graveyard of Shadows in the Wilderness, and it is going to be a little bit more sketchy, so I guess I am kind of glad I lost the status to a bear, because I think I'd be a little bit more upset if I died to another player just PKing me in the Wildy, all for some Iron Bars. So anyways, the Iron Bar spawn is in the Graveyard of Shadows, which is a little bit more difficult nowadays than it was back in the day, because now the Ferox's Enclave is right there, and the Graveyard of Shadows is just slightly north of that. So hopefully we don't encounter anybody out here doing any PKing or anything like that. We are going to grab ourselves some planks as well, or at least 1 or 2 while we're out here. Alright, so here's the Iron Bar spawn. It is actually slightly to the west of this here graveyard. So we're going to just grab 2 of these bad boys really quickly, and then we're going to get the hell out of the wilderness, because I don't want to die for my planks and iron bars. Even though my status is already gone, obviously I would like to retain as much of these supplies as I just got. And let's hope to not die from a bear or an ent on our way back down to the ditch. Alright, we made it safe and sound with our glorious 6 regular planks and 2 iron bars, and then that should be everything we need here in Varrock. Now we're going to make our way back to Lumbridge and grab some stuff down there. Alright, I lied. One last thing we needed to grab from Varrock before we leave is a spade from upstairs here in the general store, right here. Nice. And then this is needed for some quests before another spade spawn or shop. So otherwise I would have just bought one or gotten one from like the Falador estate agent or something, but rather than waiting to do that, I figured I'd just grab it while I was here in Varrock. Alright, so now we should be good to go to grab everything in Lumbridge. While we're here as well, we are going to grab ourselves the new and improved, not so much regular Iron Man armor, looking like a pleb again. That's okay. Oh well. At least we got it. At least we got it. There is level 10 cooking, and that's what we need to make red berry pies for the quest. And I messed up again. I cooked my bear and my rat meat because I forgot that it's just registered as cooked meat when you're cooking. So we're gonna have to grab some more, and that is probably going to be best obtained again in Varrock. Not necessarily the rat meat, I can get that pretty much anywhere, but the bear meat, as far as accessible spots, is probably going to be best in Varrock. So with that being said, we're going to complete the Romeo and Juliet quest while we're up there, might as well. And we do have our home teleport back because we did take a while to kill all the cows to get that level 10 cooking. That's Romeo and Juliet completed. And there is X marks the spot completed, and now he will take me to Great Corrend. Quick pit stop at Draenor and Port Sarim to grab some extra supplies for some future quests. Made ourselves an absolute metric shitload of dyes, which we will need for quite a few quests actually in the future, so we just grabbed 5 of each. Now we're going to go ahead and start some quests. Alright, trying to run away from these scorpions so they don't gank me. But we got ourselves our first beginner casket, so let's hope we get something kind of cool from this. It would be nice being an Iron Man. Well, I mean, I guess The leather body is an upgrade for our range slot, and we did not have a Staff of Earth, so I'll take it. Mistland Mystery completed, and that's going to give us a crafting level of 8, as well as some nice uncut gems. Ernest the Chicken completed, not too shabby, 300 GP, so that pretty much basically doubled our cash stack almost. Witch's Potion done, that's going to get us 16 magic. Dork's Quest done, that's going to get us to 18 mining. And I think we're going to do Goblin Diplomacy as well. So fun fact, in case you guys did not know, you do not need to kill goblins for the goblin mail anymore. You can just search these crates throughout the village and it will give you the goblin mail. And this is something that I only found out about super recently, so I figured I'd share. And that's Goblin Diplomacy done, and a free gold bar as well as 9 crafting. And just pushed ourselves to level 7 fishing from an evil Bob random. Nice! Druidic Ritual is done. That's going to get us level 3 Herblore, and we can now finally use the lamps we've been holding on to here. It's going to give us another 300, boosting us to level 6. And the last one giving us another 60, so not another level, but pretty decent. 6 Herblore. Witch's House also done. That's going to get us to 26 HP. That's going to be huge going forward. Gertrude's Cat done. Let's see, what color kitty did we get? Black. Nice, nice. That's going to get us to 16 cooking, and we're going to do the obvious Iron Man thing that every Iron Man should do and pretty much does do, and that is trade in the cats for death runes in West Ardone. We are going to be doing the RD, at least the RD Easy Diaries to increase that death rune count. I think it raises it to 200 or 300, something like that. But we are going to do that in the future. As for right now, we're going to just grow this one and hope it goes well. At some point, we are going to go grab some Karambwanji on Karamja to grab like stackable fish, and I'll show you guys that when we eventually do that. That being said, preemptively, I'm going to grab a small fishing net out of the bank so that I do not forget to do that. And yeah, not too shabby. We got a chocolate cake and a stew from that. There is Pirate's Treasure done. Just got that done as we were kind of walking around at Gillinor. Alright, there is over 100 Karambwanji for the cats. That should be good enough for now. I'm going to call it there. If I need to come get more in the future, I can, but being here at a low combat level is kind of brutal. Hobgoblins and jungle people, things all attacking me, not fun. There is Jungle Potion done. That's going to boost us up to 11 Herblore, and we can now clean Terramins. Not too shabby. We also grabbed ourselves all of the herbs that we're going to need for future quests, as well as obviously the Karambwanji. So now that we've gotten that, let's get on out of the jungle. Finally, the Knight's Sword is done. That's going to push us to 29 smithing. That's never going to get old. Oh, that's glorious. What a great quest. Super easy to do as well. And we got a blue-right ore for the diary later on. There is 30 fire making. That is what we will need for Sea Slug. And I just noticed how long this video is starting to be. So this is going to be it for episode 1 of Iron Man Adventures. I hope you guys enjoyed a lot of stuff was done in this episode, as well as a lot of dreams being crushed. But alas, we will see you in the next episode with a full-grown kitty and much higher stats. I hope you guys enjoy. If you made it this far into the video, consider giving the video a like. That really helps with the YouTube algorithm, as you guys I'm sure have heard a million times. I would really appreciate it. If you have any comments for me, please leave them down below. Subscribe if you want to see more, and we'll see you guys with the next episode.